In this couple on Yugioh Master, I'm going to be showing you some replays today. So I'm using Slifer the Sky Dragon with Dark Magician. This video and me using this deck was an accident. So I was meant to use my normal Dark Magician deck without, you know, the Slifer the Sky Dragon stuff. So I was like, well, I might as well duel with this and then just switch to Dark Magician. But something happened here that just made me want to keep dueling with this deck. So it's pretty much the same way it is in the other Slifer video I made. But yeah, and seeing this hand too, which is really perfect. Like, this is perfect. Like, that's why I have Foolish Burial in my deck, just to send Slifer the Sky Dragon from my deck to the graveyard so I can play the Revive Sky God. So I use Soul Servant to just add, well, not add, like place the Dark Magician card at the top of my deck. And then I played the Revive Sky God. So I summoned Slifer the Sky Dragon, and then there's just 6,000 attack right there. Then I had to banish all of my spells and traps. So here I played Maxi and went through. So my opponent special summoned that monster. And then my opponent Link summoned into this. This monster has 1,000 attack and Links have to stay in attack position. You know what that means, right? Slifer, do your thing. Destroyed. Dude, you have Slifer as your picture. Why would you do that? And then, yeah, Slifer went to destroy this as well. And then because my opponent had a Sword Soul monster or something in their hand, they can summon a token. But, yeah, this is destroyed now, so... Then my opponent activated that to bounce Slifer back to my hand. Oh, So, yeah, I guess my opponent did that just to bounce Slifer back. Because you need a normal monster to activate that effect. So yeah, I just found that pretty funny. Here I could have done so much more, but I wanted to keep it short and simple. Just so I can summon Slifer and attack with Thunder Force. So I'm not using Soul Servant because I want to use that later, just so I can use the true name. But then again I can do a Illusion of Chaos, but I just wanted to banish that face down. And yeah, just that spell card. I thought it was that one trap card where you tribute a worm monster and you destroy 2 cards. That's why I was very paranoid. I just wanted to use Dark Magical Circle, summon Dark Magician and banish that face down, and then just do everything I wanted to do. So basically this is it. So I used Soul Servant, then I got Tamias to my hand. Do I have Dark Magician Girl in the graveyard? No, I don't. So I summoned Slifer the Sky Dragon. Look, I could have done so much more. Like, so much more. But I just want to quickly finish off my opponent and land Thunder Force. My opponent had something that summons a monster from the hand that stops an attack or something. I've got Super Polymerization, 6 of Dark Magic. I'm alright. That was just so amazing, that duel, that I just felt like using this deck more. And it even got me to Duelist Cup level 19, which is crazy. And it's surprisingly been performing better than my normal Dark Magician deck. So there's that. So I summoned I wanted to summon Dark Magician with Magician Souls. I was going to say Magician's Rod. But my opponent played Maxi, so I didn't do that. Then I played Magician's Rod. My opponent used Infinite Permanence. And you're not going to believe this guy. So my opponent used... can I check the graveyard? Maxi, Infinite Permanence. And then I used Illusion of Chaos to get Magician's Souls to my hand. And then my opponent plays this. Evenly matched as well. So... Maxi, Infinite Permanence, and evenly matched. Great. So my opponent played that spell card and summoned that Kashtira monster. Use that effect to get that other Kashtira monster. Oh my god. My opponent played that. Summoned that Kashtira monster, which... No, you didn't do that, okay. My opponent banished the Revive Sky God, both of them, because I only run 2 in this deck. Wow. So they were all right together. I'm glad my opponent banished the top of my deck then, because that would have been so bricky. My opponent randomly played Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. So I summoned Dark Magician with Eternal Soul. Then I inflicted 5 damage because 500 damage because, you know, every time I activate an effect, I take 500 damage. So I had to attack Kashtira Fenrir before I could do anything else, because I'm going to activate monster effects now, and yeah. So, opponent used that, it's fine. Then my opponent, which card did my opponent banish? I forgot. Dark Magical Circle, wow. So I played Magician's Rod, and then I got Soul Servant. More 500 damage, whatever. So I sent Dark Magician Girl from my deck to the graveyard, summoned Dark Magician Girl, and then I played Soul Servant to get Dark Magic Attack to destroy this trap card, because I can't activate Eternal Soul unless, or else my opponent will banish one of my cards in my hand. Wow, my laptop is lagging, and I think it's because I haven't turned it off in days. I mean, I've put it to rest mode, but I've forgotten to turn it off, so I should turn it off. And because of that, you won't be able to hear the audio of this game unless I fix the audio, because every time it does that little lag, which is once in a huge while, the audio gets delayed on the recording. I'll try and fix it. If not, I'm just going to play music. But anyway, my opponent left there because I was going to do some cooking, but my opponent left, so... But yeah, just had so much fun with this deck. I'm glad I'm using Slifer, because yeah, I was using Ra a lot, but as I said in the comment, Ra is just more consistent to use in a pure deck. Like, instead of mixing it with something else, you know? Unfortunately. I wish Obelisk and Slifer had more searchable cards, but they don't. Especially Slifer. I mean, there are ways, but just, it's so much more consistent. And then, yeah, I played Infinite Impermanence on this, right? Then my opponent played Crossout Designator, and then I just chucked, there can be only one. So that pretty much just stops my opponent from winning, because you need to play other Winged Beast monsters. So, yeah. Unless my opponent can get rid of it, sure, but my opponent couldn't, so I took 800 damage. Oh no, 800 damage. Then my opponent banished it to get that field spell. Gained 500 life points. Then my opponent didn't play the field spell. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what happened, so I sent Dark Magician from my deck to the graveyard. Special summon Dark Magician. Attacked. Didn't play Secret Village with the Spellcasters, just in case my opponent had evenly matched, but I played it after. So now my opponent can't play spell cards and can only summon one Winged Beast monster. Activating all these effects, yada yada yada. When are you gonna forfeit? When are you forfeiting? You forfeiting now? 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 You can't summon that. See you later. See ya. This player is called Ban Maxi. Look, I don't want Maxi banned because it actually helps rogue decks a lot. Whereas, yeah, using it in like meta decks, yeah, it's pretty cancerous because they'll summon like a whole field and just play Maxi at the end, while during your turn. I could have negated it, but I'm fine if not special summoning a monster, so I'd just rather hold on to my Ash Blossom. But yeah, just ban Maxi. I'll only accept Maxi getting banned if they release Red Eyes Dark Dragon. If not, then just keep it there. Dark Magical Circle got me nothing. Then my opponent did some Labyrinth stuff. Big welcome Labyrinth, yeah. So, I think I'm waiting for my opponent to activate this trap card. So I used Skill Drain. I could have used Dark Magical Circle with Eternal Soul, but I'm not going to let my opponent get another Kashtira Fenrir. So my opponent went to attack, and then I special summoned Dark Magician. I special summoned Dark Magician and banished the face down because I hate this trap card in the graveyard. So I wanted it banished, and it was most likely going to get negated anyway because of Ash Blossom. And yeah, my opponent didn't have Called by the Grave or cross out designator, which was really nice. And I just wanted that trap card banished because it has graveyard effects, which are just really stupid. Yeah, which you can target one card your opponent controls instead to return it to the hand. So stupid. So I got Dark Magic attack and used it. Then my opponent played that trap card. Which, yeah, worked on Dark Magician, even though unaffected by card effects, but I guess it's technically the card moving. Here, this was supposed to be... I was meant to summon Magician's Rod in defense position, but I summoned it in attack position by accident. So I summoned Dark Magician during the end phase because I'm going to banish Kashtira Fenra. My opponent didn't play any trap cards to summon any stupid Labyrinth monsters. So yeah, I just decided to banish Fenra. And yeah, now I can summon Magician's Rod. And then I summon Dark Magician with Eternal Soul. Attacked. And then I synchro summoned into Chaos Angel just so I can have a 3500 attack monster on the field with skill drain there as well. Then my opponent left. Feels good to do against Labyrinth, I'm not gonna lie. You like trap cards, right, Labyrinth? Yeah, you like trap cards? Yeah, well, yeah, skill drain. I'm pretty sure this is the last duel. And don't worry, you get to see Slifer again. Wasn't just the first duel. Slifer makes an appearance in this replay as well. And if you want to see the deck list, it's in the other Slifer video. Must be the Slifer video before this one. So I used Ash Blossom on my opponent's Maxi. Look, if I had spells and traps, I'm sure I wouldn't have negated it. But I've got Kashtira Fenra, Illusion of Chaos. I need to summon monsters or else I can't really do too much. So here my opponent just activated like 50 million, trillion, zillion, or whatever illion you want to say. Can be Yugioh or something. But I did something a little wacky. So I special summoned Illusion of Chaos, which negates a monster effect. And I also have this, if my opponent activates a monster effect, I can banish one of their cards on the field. Face-up card on the field. So it's not the best, but my opponent's using this, whatever this deck is. Rescue Ace, yeah, I hate this stuff so much. My opponent's activating like 50 million effects. I just had to yawn it, so I was like, my opponent, but yeah, Maxi went through, so I'm drawing cards, which is nice. So I negate that effect with Illusion of Chaos. And then my opponent played that. And then activated an effect with that. Just activating all of these effects. And then my opponent summoned IP Masquerena. Then summoned that by banishing those two cards. I got rid of that stupid card because I hate it, plus it has 3000 attack. Then my opponent activated that effect. Something happens, I don't know, but summon that monster. It's just a bunch of rescue ace monsters. So my opponent attacked Magician's Rod and then ended their turn. So here I played Super Polymerization, got rid of Secret Village of the Spellcasters, and summoned Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. And then I used my effect to gain attack. And also still the Nana just to gain the attack. So I summoned Dark Magician with, what did I use? Oh, Magician Souls. And I used Illusion of Chaos. Then I activated that effect to draw cards and then discard a card. So I went to banish this, then my opponent did some more monster effects, which are making me very tired right now. And summoned this 3000 attack monster yet again. So I banished that, activated an effect, got rid of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. But, you know, I used my effect to destroy all of my opponent's monsters. So I don't know why my opponent would get rid of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. I mean, I guess it makes sense because I can just attack over it. But still. So I summoned Slifer the Sky Dragon by playing the True Name. And then I used Soul Servant to draw some cards. I think, yeah, 2 cards actually. Then I use my effect to get another Kashtira Fenra. And now my Slifer has 5000 attack, and you get to see Thunder Force again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, going to end it here. Thank you for watching. If you want to see the deck, it's in the Slifer video before this one. Alright, see you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.